Hi, Connor Gunn here from Lethbridge News Now. Welcome to the weekly from LNN, where we go over some of the biggest stories from this past week and what you can look forward to this weekend. Schools will resume in-person classes next week. Education Minister Adriana LaGrange says that'll be the case for early childhood and K-12 schools across the province. She adds that schools officials and parents have told her loud and clear that this is what's best for young learners. Starting next week, students in grades 4 to 9 can access free online tutoring for literacy and numeracy. As time goes on, that'll expand to more courses and more grade levels. Premier Jason Kenney is calling on the federal government to allow the use of Pfizer's antiviral pill. Kenney says as COVID cases are continuing to rise in Alberta, the pill could help the province with the latest wave of the virus. He says Paxlovid was recently approved for emergency use in both Europe, the United States, and other jurisdictions. Alberta has nearly 40,000 active COVID cases. That's as almost 5,000 cases were confirmed provincially, with 298 in the South Zone and 137 in Lethbridge on Thursday. The positivity rate was around 39.5%, and hospitalizations continue to rise in many areas around Alberta, but thankfully not at nearly the same rate as cases. Officials are working to assist the at-risk population after the Sikokatoki Friendship Center's warming shelter closed during the extreme cold. While some pointed fingers at the city of Lethbridge for the facility's closure, they say they had nothing to do with it. Those needing an escape from the cold have instead been directed to the Alpha House shelter instead, and officials there say that they have adequate space for all who need it, and despite high demand, they haven't turned anyone away. The Lethbridge Medicine Hat region's unemployment rate saw a significant jump last month. In December, the rate was 6.5%. That's up from 5.5% in November. Alberta's jobless rate as a whole was 7.3%, down slightly from November's 7.6%. The Camrose-Durham-Heller region saw the highest rate in the province last month at 8.8%. Have you gotten your COVID-19 booster shot? That is our latest poll asking the reader if they have gotten their booster shot or if they do not intend on getting it. Answer now in the polls section at LNN. Those are just a few of the stories we've been covering this week. To stay up to date on the latest local and regional news, head over to lethbridgenewsnow.com or find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our Lethbridge News Now mobile app. If you have any stories or topics that you'd like us to follow, send us a message. Thanks for watching, and tune in next Friday for another edition of The Weekly with me, Connor Gunn. Have a great weekend.